Hi, I'm Dr. Susan Shapiro. I am an assistant professor here at Touro Graduate School of Education, and I want to welcome you to 658 Early Literacy 2 in the summertime, so welcome. I want to tell you a little bit about the class and give you an overview of what to expect. The first thing is I'm going to share the screen with you so that you can see, we can take a look together at the course shell. So when you log on each week, you're going to have the ability to go on. You're going to see announcements. We're going to be posting announcements here. So you get to see what is going on at Touro, what's going on in the world of education, and if there's any announcements that have to do anything with what's going on in the course. Each week, you'll be going to coursework by session. And here it's all laid out for us so that you have a sense of what's going on each and every week. If you go into your course shell, it's going to give you a little bit of a description about the learning outcomes, things that I want you to learn by the end of this session. The learning activities folder is going to be the place where you're going to get a chance to see what's going on each week and what's expected of you. Just to let you know, I cannot accept any assignments through email. You're going to have to use Blackboard each and every time that you are communicating an assignment to me. If you have questions, feel free to email me. I also do things that are Zoom meetings. So right now you can see me and you can see the screen. If you have questions, I can walk you through these as well so that you can really see in real time what's going on and I can answer your questions personally. My email address is susan.shapiro16@touro.edu. Now, each time, there's also something called Flipgrid that we're going to be walking through. You're going to get a chance to see how to use Flipgrid. It's over here. And it's going to be a way that you can record yourself and you can talk to your classmates as well online. And I think it's a really great way of bringing that technology in where it's not, you're not just taking a class and checking in, but you're really having a chance to interact with your classmates as well. And I'm getting a chance to interact with you too. This is not to be done at one set time. You still have that freedom of having an online course. So I hope you enjoy the technology. And as I said, if you have any questions about it, please feel free to contact me. Now, each time you use Flipgrid though, you are going to need to post the link in Blackboard. I'm not going to search for your link, and I'm not going to assume don't assume just because it's on Flipgrid that I'm going to know that it's there. So anytime you're doing a Flipgrid assignment, you are going to need to submit it to me via Blackboard, via the shell that you see right here. Another thing is the discussion boards. So we're going to have lots of discussions on these discussion boards. I think that there are 6. Each time that you do the discussion board, I really want you to be reflective and I want you to talk about how that applies to you, and I want you to use the reading as well. Each time you post something, you also need to post 2 responses to your classmates. So one beginning of a thread, one conversation that you start and you talk about, and then at least 2 responses. The point is that we have an ongoing conversation that we would normally have in a classroom. We're going to have those online. So please enjoy the time on the discussion boards and really use it as a time not to just sort of reflect the readings, but reflect what's going on with you in terms of your practice. Now, I just want to take a quick look at the syllabus together. Okay, so now on this syllabus, we have 2 major assignments. Now, each week, because this is an online course and we don't have that ability to sort of have that give and take that you would have in a normal 3-hour session, you're going to have homework to do. The homework is due Sunday night at 10 o'clock each time. If it's late, I take points off. In terms of the discussion board, I shut them. So you cannot make up discussion boards. You will just lose credit for it. So really make sure that you're on time with those discussion boards. I will also not be giving assignments for making those up. And the more time, if you're extremely late on these assignments, more time will be taken, more credit will be taken off as well. So please be getting these in on time. And I'm not doing this to be punitive. I'm doing this because I really want you not to be doing a course in 2 weeks. It's done at a certain length of time so that you have really time to think about it, to digest the information, and to process it and to grow from it. The bottom line in all the courses that you're taking here at Touro is it's not just about getting a course under your belt and getting a good grade. It's about making sure that we serve the children and the families that you'll be serving in your classroom, that they have the best possible experience, that they really do well with literacy. It's so important. And I want you to really be a reflective learner, to really take what you learn here and be able to benefit the children in your classroom. So that being said, let's take a look at some of our major assignments. The first thing is your textbook is going to be Understanding, Assessing, and Teaching Reading, a Diagnostic Approach. This is the 7th edition. You can get this online. You can get it as a Kindle edition where you can read it from an online source. You can get it in your hands. It's up to you. In the past, people have had issues being able to do the midterm assignment, which is the administration of an IRI, because you're required to print out some sheets that you're going to need to use for an assessment. That's not going to be an issue in this class because those pages have been copied. They're in your course shell. So feel free to use the online edition if that is more convenient for you. There will be additional readings, there'll be additional videos, and there will be a required lecture each week from me. I can see, statistically tracking, who is watching and who is not. So these are not suggestions. You really actually need to not only do the reading, but watch the videos and watch the lecture from me. The first thing that you're going to be doing is a baseline survey. That goes on for each class. You will be doing chapter reflections and activities. In the first homework assignment shell, you're going to see that I have a plagiarism video. The reason that I have that posted is a lot of times I'll be asking you to do a lesson plan or think about something. You can grab it off the web. But if you do, number one, I see it. But number two is you're not learning from it. I really want you to learn from these activities. So please take the time to really think about them. You can make mistakes, that's fine. But let this be your own original work based on the research that you're doing in each course shell. So this is the rubrics. I'm not trying to surprise you with anything. Basically what I want is I want you to follow the instructions. Think about it, follow the instructions, organize it so I can see you follow the instructions, and turn it in a timely way, and then you'll do fine. There are two really big assignments. One is the informal reading inventory. This requires you to do an assessment on a child. And what I say is they can be anywhere from kindergarten through 2nd grade. I really think that you will get more from this assignment if the child is in 1st or 2nd grade. We really want children who are already beginning readers. We don't want them right at the start of this. We want to see children who are already learning. So start looking now for children in 1st or 2nd grade. It's going to make a big difference in terms of the information that you receive. And start looking because it can be hard to find a child in that age group. So start pulling out your resources. You can always ask your fellow students on the discussion board if they have a child within those age groups. But you really should get it. You need to get a child right away so that you can start your work. The second thing that we have is different for this year, which is a reading lesson plan. So this is going to be the lesson plan template that you get from the Ed TPA. So you're going to have experience doing this before you actually go off and do your own Ed TPA. It's going to give you a lot of information. We have videos to help you do it. But I really think that this will help you when you start to look for your, going for your license. So you can take a look now and get a little bit familiar with it. I'm also going to want you, and the rubric in this is what you're going to see on the Ed TPA as well. So it's a very involved rubric, and I really think it would help you. Just take a look right at the start, and it will help you as you move along with your studies and with your certifications, so you can really get in the classroom and start teaching. There will be presentations that will be done either via Flipgrid or through any medium that you want to use. So I have had people with the final video, which is going to be a reflection of your lesson plan. I've had people do it through YouTube. I've had it done it through VoiceThread. So it's really up to you what you want to use. But I really want this to be interactive. I want this to be something where you can really shine. So start thinking about that as well. So that's the class. Welcome to the class. I look forward to working with each one of you. I look forward to seeing your beginning icebreaker assignment, which is on Flipgrid. And just one reminder again, you need to give me the link so I'm able to view it. If you don't give me the link, I'm not going to be able to grade it. So welcome, and look forward to a wonderful semester. Thank you so much.